Hello everybody, Ace here, giving it to you straight with day 66 of the Video Log Challenge, and today I wanted to talk to you about owning our sovereignty. And how the heck do we do that? Okay, so I was doing another one of those meditations with HemiSync, the same one where it has you ask what are the 5 most important messages that you need to listen to right now. And the first message that came to me was, you are sovereign. And obviously, when it comes to these, it's always a very quick message. It's always 3 to 5 words, but those words they hold weight. And the very first message that came was, "You are sovereign." So, what does that mean to you? What does it mean to be sovereign? To be a sovereign being? We can break it down from a 100,000 square foot view. We could break it down in an interpersonal lens. But what it means to you is different than what it means to me. So I'm just going to give you an example of what I feel that message means to me. Now, I've felt like a victim in a way on this spiritual path the last 3 or 4 years because I wanted to go one way and the universe and God needed me to go another way. And again, what is self care? It's doing what we need more than what we want. And oftentimes, when we're doing what we want or thinking what we should do, it's often not the right thing to do because we're not feeling it, we're not thinking it and then doing it. It's thinking, fretting, and then trying to make it work. But on the spiritual path, when you surrender to something bigger than yourself, you truly have to let go of this idea that you're going to do it your way. You can do it your way, but you have to listen and kind of know where the path is to do it your way. That's the point of this journey, is God wants you to follow him, but do it your own unique vibration. Do it with your own pizzazz, so to speak. So an aspect that's been bothering me, so to speak, is I've wanted to be places, I've wanted to do things, and I couldn't because God needed me to stop and he needed me to heal. And so I wanted to be more than what I was. I wanted to be somewhere I wasn't. And I felt like, what's wrong with me? Or why are you doing this to me? Sometimes you just get in your human and you start taking it personal. And so that first message, what it stood out to me is, you are sovereign. But in every aspect of that term now, I walked my path of ascension. I did the right work at the right time, and I'm going to continue to do that work, because if I don't, then I'll fall from grace in any capacity, and I don't want to do that, and therefore I'll get right back on the horse, and I know what I need to do to keep moving forward. So there's not this whole, I need to hold myself back anymore, I need to stop and heal anymore. Now I am a true sovereign being because I did do the right work at the right time, because I did surrender myself to something bigger than me. And because of that, now I can go and choose to make the best choices that I need to make for myself, which is also what I want to make. And being that I am now a sovereign being who has access to his higher self, that has gained admittance into the living kingdom, as long as he continues to be aware of himself, accept himself, care for himself, and love himself, then I can do what I want now. And I am no longer needed to stay anywhere specific. Now I can truly follow my heart and follow my soul wherever that takes me. So again, what sovereignty means to you might be a little different than it means to me, but that's a good question to ask yourself. The second question was, or the second message that came to me basically said, you are love. You are loved, so let go. I'm still holding on to old programs a bit. I'm still holding on to thinking I need other people to do things, thinking I can't do this on my own. Again, going into the human, going into a little bit of that separation, right? Falling from grace, and but allowing yourself to feel those things, because sometimes we don't understand why we do feel the way we feel, and it's very important that we stop and we truly ask ourselves, what's really going on? Because we'll put that tough mask on, we'll put that body armor on, we'll start doing the things that we used to do because we want to go do it our way, or we want to make it happen. But in reality, sometimes it does take stopping. And that's why I had to stop over these last 3 years, so that then I can finally start and move ahead in a healthy pace, and without worry and stress and fretting. And every time I start to get into those programs again, that's when I have to stop and I have to reassess. And again, one of the biggest things I'm struggling with is letting go, just letting go of all of those aspects of me still holding me down a bit because they're now coming to the surface still. And I'm talking, there are aspects that helped me a month ago that are no longer helping me anymore. That's how quickly we're evolving, and we have to stay on top of ourselves and stay aware of ourselves to see that evolution and constantly be evolving with our physical being changing, or our physical body changing. And the third message, well, let me break that down first. So you are love and you are loved, right? We are the frequency of love. Everything in this universe is love. I am loved. I have love people that love me. I love myself. I know God loves me. I know the universe loves me. My light family. I have friends. But yet I still create this narrative and storyline sometimes that I'm not loved, or I don't feel loved, or it's that drama. It's the human drama that I think a lot of us, me, may still be hanging on to, are these storylines and narratives, the Hollywood that we create in our heads. And so again, I am love. I am loved. So there's really nothing left to hang on to. So imagine yourself hanging on to that boulder in the middle of the river and just letting go, because you don't know what's on the other side. We're assuming it's death. We're assuming it's pain. But if we can just let go of that boulder that's giving us that false sense of security, we don't know where the universe is trying to take it when we finally go with the flow. Happiness is, the third message was, happiness is in your grasp. What does that mean? Happiness is not within grasp. Happiness is in your grasp, which is telling me I already have happiness. I already have abundance. I already have love. I already have all these things. It's not within grasp. It's not an external point. It's not me moving into the future and then obtaining it. I already have it in my hand, and I have to choose it. But it's also remembering that I'm a sovereign being who can choose happiness in any now moment. And it's also remembering that I am loved, and that I am love, and that if I let go, I can finally choose the happiness I already hold on to with the other hand. If I can let go of the boulder over here with this one hand, then I can finally fully embrace myself in that happiness that I've created through walking the path of being human these last 3 years. Again, I'm a sovereign being. Just be yourself as much as you can. That's the fourth message. Be yourself as much as you can. Because every time we are not ourselves, every time we compromise ourselves for anything outside of ourselves, that hurts us. And that takes us down. It makes us fall from grace. And it puts us back in our human. It puts us back in our problems and our issues and our narratives and our storylines. And we're not then choosing to be sovereign beings who are loved, so that we can let go, grasp that happiness that we already have in the other hand, with both embrace it with both hands, and then just be ourselves, because we don't have to worry about anyone else not accepting us unless we're our exact frequency, that most authentic frequency. Because if people in our lives that we're not jiving with, when we're being completely ourselves, when we're standing completely in our truth, when we're being the best version of ourselves, then we're not meant to be together. And if there's elements to you and elements to me that I'm still working on and let go of, it's because they're not allowing us to be that sovereign being that we've worked so hard for, to really enjoy that happiness that we've created, and to really feel that love and abundance that is already here. It's here. The final message, the most important one, as always, is have faith, trust, believe, and again, it'll be fireworks. So as I was meditating, my neighbors were setting off fireworks across the street, which was rather annoying, but again, another lesson in surrender, especially deep in meditation. And so I had been listening to these fireworks throughout this entire meditation, throughout this entire message coming to me, and the universe decided to use it as another way of describing my path forward. Because in May of 2019, I went to a music festival. It was a 2-day electro dance music festival, so it's just club music and stuff. But it's a really wonderful environment to be around like-minded individuals who love the music, but who are just kind, and they're really strong spirits. And I believe a lot of them are children of light. I believe a lot of them are starseed and indigos who are just trying to find their spirit tribe. And so going to these festivals is a great place to find those people. And I remember towards at the end of the festival, the last song playing, they were playing fireworks, and I had left the crowd I was with a little bit to stand back and really enjoy them. And God came to me and he said, Adam, if you just keep going this way, it will be fireworks. And it was. It really was. It was absolute fireworks while at the same time being an absolute crumble of that person that was looking at those fireworks to now become this version of myself that sits before you today, the sovereign being who is love, who is loved, who knows how to let go, who already has happiness in his grasp, who knows how to be himself, who wants to be himself and wants to be himself as much as he can, who has faith, who does trust, who does believe, who already has experienced the fireworks in this life. And there's nothing left but to be the master. We are the leaders. We are the healers. This is what we're doing. This is why we're here. We're closing our chapter in the Earth Saga School, and we're moving on. I really believe that, at least on my end. So I'm going to read the entire message fully to you, and I would really want you all to really ponder on this for yourselves, because these messages aren't just for me. I just take them and regurgitate them and process them and see what else I can pull from my experience. But these messages are for you, because it doesn't say I am or any of that when these messages come to me. It says you are a sovereign being. So this message is as much for you as it is for me. And the message goes, you are sovereign. You are love. You are loved. So let go. Happiness is in your grasp. Just be yourself as much as you can be. Have faith, trust, believe, and it'll be fireworks. I'm so grateful for all of you, and I'm so grateful to share these messages with you. I hope you get a little bit further on your journey today. I hope you can gain a little bit more clarity on your path, and I hope that you can bring a little bit more love into your heart so that you can see that you are a sovereign being who is in complete control of this journey now. And it's now time for us to step into our lion, to step into our power, to step into this sovereignty that has been anointed onto us, that has been given to us, so that we can show other humans how to then be and exist in the fifth dimension. I love all of you, and I'm very grateful for all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, an even better evening, and I will talk to you all the same time tomorrow. Take care, and goodbye.